Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to FIFA 19. Welcome to episode 0 of my FIFA 19 Manchester United career mode. Here today, we're going to be going through my upcoming strategy for the career mode. We're going to be going through my shortlist, my formations, my tactics and instructions, and I'm going to give you my opinion on every single Manchester United player. Now guys, let me know in the comment section down below now players you would like me to sign for my upcoming FIFA 19 Manchester United career mode. That's going to be roughly uploaded around about the 20th of September. I did this a fair few years ago. They do really well. Get your guys' suggestions in. We are playing, full disclosure, on the demo at the moment. However, we can still start the career mode and get your guys' suggestions. So let me know in the comment section down below players you would like me to sign now, and I'll do my best to try and sign them. If you see other people commenting with your favorite player, go and upvote that comment so I can see them. Also, leave a like and subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on if you haven't already. Okay guys, let's get stuck right into the squad. Go and check out episode 0 of my FIFA 19 Real Madrid career mode if you haven't already, to leave suggestions of that. For this year, I'm going to be doing 3 career modes on the channel, Real Madrid and Manchester United as always. I haven't decided my third one just yet. It's either going to be Newcastle United, Watford, Wolves, or maybe another sort of lower down the table Premier League side. I really haven't decided just yet. Okay, so let's start things off by going into the formation. I'm going to be using my favorite formation on FIFA, the 4-3-2-1 narrow. Now, Manchester United's formation is currently a 4-3-3. Not too bad. We might have to change it depending on how our season goes, but I'm going to show you my favorite formation. I can't recommend this enough. I do it every single time on FIFA. It just has massively and dramatically changed my gameplay so much. So, technically, on this position, it's a left forward, an inside forward on Football Manager, if you will. I prefer these because I feel like wingers get isolated too much in FIFA, and if you're already starting in the sort of center, you can drift out that way naturally because the AI, sort of orientates the player to stay in this general area because that's what you want. I also move my central midfielder here up to an attacking. Press X on your controller and move him all the way up just behind the striker. I really like keeping him just behind there, an attacking midfielder. So I'm going to be building the best possible side at the moment I think I can. So let's move Romelu Lukaku up to the top. And I think Paul Pogba as the attacking midfielder, linking all the players together at the moment, is probably not a bad shout. So, I will be going through every single player. I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on them. Will I be selling them? Will I be keeping them? Are they part of the starting 11? Will they be loaned out? I will tell you all in a minute. So, I've gone through this entire squad. Now, there are massive deficits, to say the least. So, I have figured out 3 key positions I want to strengthen. I need a centre-back, most definitely. I need a new midfielder, and I also need a right winger. To be fair, once we get those 3 signings done, I will need to realistically bring in some squad depth in my right-back position, my left-back position, and potentially another striker to go into cup runs if we go deep into the Carabao Cup or the EFL Cup. So, let's go through the squad. Up top, Romelu Lukaku. He's going to be my main target man for this series. 87 whopping overall, 25 years of age. He will be my hammerhead. He will be my prolific striker for this series. Moving on to the left-hand side, Alexis Sanchez, 29 years of age, will be playing primarily on this left-hand side. However, if Martial comes fresh off the bench, I could move him towards a central position. Jesse Lingard. Now, I know Jesse Lingard is a fan favourite. I love him in real life. He's one of my favourite Manchester United players. But there's a massive but with that preface. He is 25 years of age, which is a little bit old, and he's only 5'9", and he only weighs 136 pounds. The problem is with Jesse Lingard on FIFA, he just gets shrugged off the ball massively and he can barely hold his own. He's very similar to Juan Mata in that respect, and that's the same with him. So, I will keep Jesse Lingard as a squad rotation player. However, if I do get a massive transfer fee for him, maybe roughly 30, 40 million pounds, I'm going to have to sell him. However, I can definitely see him in the first season is playing a bit part player, maybe playing in my second team, and maybe going into the cup runs. I will be having a Manchester United first team, and I will be fielding a essentially Manchester United B. In season 1 of my career modes, I tend to play every single match. Against the top sides, we play our starting 11, and then essentially if we're playing like lower teams down the end, like, I don't know, who's a lower team down the end now? Wolves, but they're doing quite well, so they're just a recently promoted side. You know what I'm saying, as an example? We will play our B team. Okay, Paul Pogba. Love Paul Pogba. He is going to be a main man for this career mode. I'm going to be doing a crazy amount of seasons, maybe 5 all the way up to 10. Paul Pogba will be here for the majority of it, I hope. 25 years of age, 88 overall. He is a beast in FIFA, and especially playing in that attacking midfield position. If you can win those goal kicks out, it'd be awesome. Let's talk about Nemanja Matic, 86 overall. Man, 30 years of age. He's going to be definitely a part of our squad for maybe 2-3 seasons, until he starts rocketing down in stats. Nemanja Matic, one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Let's talk about Fred, 82 overall, 25 years of age, 4-star weak for 4-star skill moves. I don't know how well he sort of plays over an entire season, Fred. I quite like him. Jose's brought him in. I trust him. But he's only 5'7". That's my only concern. So we could bring in a midfielder there. Moving over to our right back position. Valencia is actually really, really good on Ultimate Team. Like, this is actually an amazing card. Regardless of his age on Ultimate Team. 33 years of age, 82 overall. High. He's such a good player, Valencia. However, I will be putting Antonio Valencia on the transfer list, as I will be bringing in a new right back for this series. We do have Dalot. However, 1972... we need someone in between there. You know what I'm saying? Right, centre-back pairing. To start things off, I will be playing Eric Bailly, 83 overall, 24 years of age. He's going to be one of my key centre-backs for the series. And I will be choosing Victor Lindelof over Smalling and Jones. I really want Lindelof to come through. Moving on to my left-back position now, Luke Shaw, 77 overall, 23 years of age. This guy has had a crazy career, coming up as a massive youth project, a wonder kid, if you will, at Southampton. He joined Manchester United, was flying until he went flying into another player and broke his leg. And then he's had a concussion quite recently. He scored in Manchester United's opening game this season and was really on form. Then he got a concussion. So I've got to give it to Luke Shaw. If he can somehow get back to his potential, I really like Luke Shaw. 23, 77 overall. I might loan him out because I really do like him, but he might be playing as a bit part player this season. I think we can get a better quality left back. Ashley Young, I don't even want to talk about you. I want to sell you off. You're really good in real life, but in FIFA, not so much. Goalkeeper-wise, David De Gea is going to be my man in goal. Big Dave. Right, so let's go through my shortlist now. I'm going to tell you every single player on my shortlist of players that I would personally like to sign. Let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. So, let's start off with the centre-backs. These are 3 positions that we really do need to strengthen, but to be fair, we need squad depth all around. So, crucially, we need a centre-back, a midfielder, and a right winger. Also, we need to strengthen right back, left back, and striker if we've got a bit of money. So, we will be bringing in a new centre-back, maybe even 2. So, first on my list is pretty obvious. We're going to be going for Harry Maguire. The Leicester City man had an amazing World Cup. Bringing him in would be fantastic. However, he's not the most highly rated player. I think he's only 80, 82, and he's only got a potential of 84. So he would be sort of a bit part player. He'd be very cheap, but he would be Premier League proven. The second player I would like to go for would be Gerard Piqué. Now, this is sort of a bit from left field. However, he's got a Manchester United connection. You may or may not know that Gerard Piqué, the Barcelona centre-back, at a whopping 87 overall, used to play for Manchester United before he left for Barca. So I'd like to bring potentially him in. Varane, I'm already doing a Manchester United career mode, so there might be some obvious Real Madrid signings you would like to see, but I don't want to sort of cross-pollinate my series. I don't want to be playing with the same players in the same squad, so there might be a couple of Real Madrid players that are off limits, and vice versa. The third player on my list would be Azpilicueta. They're probably the three I'd go for. He nearly would be really good as a left back, but Chelsea's Azpilicueta, 28 years of age, would be really good for us, I thought. Now, I've put two other players here that I'm sort of umming and ahhing about. The three I was definitely sure about would be Kabuli from Napoli. Had an amazing season, and Toby Alderweireld. I'm not too sure on his age, though. However, he's an amazing centre-back. Moving to the midfield position now, I would like to bring in, this might sound a little bit strange, Dybala. I think our Galactico signing, if you will, our megastar, should be Dybala. Now, I don't want to rain on Lukaku's parade. I maybe would like to rotate with him. However, Dybala actually plays quite well behind the striker as a centre forward, as he did with Gonzalo Higuain. He can play in the cam and a centre forward role, which will be perfect as to where Paul Pogba is currently residing. If we do manage to sign Dybala and we do have some free cash, potentially bringing in someone like N'Golo Kante could be a massive upgrade on the likes of Fred. However, he might be a little bit untenable and realistic. Another player in that midfield position would be potentially Ozil, playing in that attacking midfield role. We could sign him up. He is a very disgruntled player at the moment. He does not play for the German international team, and he's kind of upset at Arsenal. He can play as an attacking midfielder. However, on his card, he actually can play as a right winger, which isn't too bad if I do say so myself. So we could play him on that right wing side if we really want to. A couple of players I just want to spitball here that we could bring in sort of rotation and sort of squad. Toni Kroos, Shinji Kagawa is a fan favourite. Danny Drinkwater, a former Manchester United man. Milinkovic-Savic, heavily rumoured to be joining Manchester United. That came and went for the Serbian. Fekir could be another player from Lyon. Liverpool turned down the signing of him due to his dodgy knee. Dele Alli could be one for the future, and same with Hamsik. Moving on to the right winger position now, I have three players narrowed down that I would like. So, the first player I'm going to go for that right wing position is Ousmane Dembele. He has sort of fallen down the pecking order in Barcelona, if you will. Malcolm has recently signed for Bordeaux, so I thought the Borussia Dortmund, the former Rennes man, would come up trumps at United. There's a lot of French-speaking players here, of course. I'm going to make Dembele my prime target as a right winger. However, if that falls through, you know what to do. We're going to go after Gareth Bale on that right-hand side. Thirdly, if that doesn't go through, we will be going for Mbappe. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you can technically sign Mbappe on FIFA 19 career mode, because I don't know if it's quite updated just yet. Is he technically still on loan at Monaco, at PSG? I'm not too sure how the situation lies. However, we've got a couple of substitutes there. Squad rotation players I would like to bring in as well would be Memphis Depay. He sort of reignited his career somewhat in Lyon, so I'd like to bring him back, maybe even Wilfried Zaha. Let me know about those other two guys I'm sort of spitballing on. So, what else we got? Oh, last position, strikers. Let's talk about strikers. So, crucially, like I said, centre-back, midfielder, right winger, and then the others. So, striker-wise, we need someone to help us in the cups. I'm going to be going for the Premier League, the Champions League, the EFL Cup, and the Carling Cup. We need a striker to play in and out and be prolific for us. Now, I've nailed down two players I would like to bring in. Firstly, Heung-min Son from Tottenham Hotspur. He has had an amazing season this year for Tottenham. And what a story to dodge military service there, winning gold for South Korea. He can play all over the park. Manchester United have had a rich history of Japanese and South Korean players playing for the club. So why not bring them in? Why not bring some more Asian heritage back into the club? Obviously, Park Ji-sun, is a massively underrated player. I really, really like him. Shinji Kagawa, as well. So Heung-min Sun can play on that left-hand side, maybe come in as well a bit more centrally. Now, let's talk about the second player that I'd like to bring in. It's a bit controversial. He's very divisive, very polarizing. But if I can put my arm around him, give him the good word, keep him calm, I think he would be an amazing striker for us. And if you haven't guessed by that tone, it is Mario Balotelli. I love Balotelli. He's had an amazing story from refugee, from racism, and he's a footballer at the end of that. I really, really like Mario Balotelli and his story. Obviously, he didn't do too well at Liverpool. He's done really well at Nice. He has some crazy stories here and there. But he was a Premier League proven striker at Manchester City. And I feel like I can get the best out of him. So I'm going to be bringing him in. A couple other players here that I'd like to bring back if we've got some spare money that I'm not too sure on, but I'm just sort of spitballing. Javier Hernandez Chicharito could be another player there, pretty much playing the same sort of Lukaku role I'm talking about. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, bringing him back to United, maybe in January from LA Galaxy. Bringing him in would be just a huge morale boost. Mauro Icardi as well, Timo Werner, and Lacazette. So, like I said before, I'll just reiterate once more. I'm really after 2 centre-backs, a midfielder, and a right winger. After we nail those down, depending on our financial situation, who we sell and whatnot, I would like to bring in a right-back, a left-back, and a striker. Right, so let's continue on to the substitutes and reserves. And I'll give you my opinion on players' game time, roughly, and players I would like to sell and put on the transfer list. So, first up, Marcus Rashford, 81 overall, 20 years of age. He's not going anywhere. He is going to be one of my main players this season. He will be coming fresh off the bench in the 75th minute, maybe even a little bit earlier. He could very well play on that right-hand side if we need to. Marcus Rashford is the future striker of Manchester United, and he isn't going anywhere. Let's talk about Anthony Martial, 83 overall, 22 years of age. I've made the decision to keep Martial. He ain't going anywhere either. He is going to be one of the triple threat substitutes like Marcus Rashford, like obviously Martial himself. I'm not selling him to anyone. He's such an amazing player. Why would I do that? 22 years of age, left mid, left wing striker, can play as... he can play all over the pitch. I'm going to keep Martial. Not even to forget fuck man, I can't even speak properly. An insane bid. Right, moving on to Ander Herrera. Now, this is interesting. 82 overall, 28 years of age. Ander Herrera is one of the stereotypical old-school Manchester United players. He is, want for a better term, a bastard in the midfield. He's got that grit. He's got that desire. He's got that Roy Keane strike in him. But this is real life we're talking about. We're talking about career mode. I quite like Ander Herrera. I think he is a vital player to use in this. However, from my experience on FIFA career modes, big bids do come in for him. So, if Barcelona come in and launch a 30, a 40, a 50 million pound bid for Ander Herrera, I will be letting him go. But I would like to keep him if I can. Juan Mata, 82 overall, 30 years of age. I'm about to tell you my favourite Spaniard joke in a minute. I kind of ruined it. Oh, Juan. How many Spaniards does it take to change a light bulb? Juan. That's one of my favourite jokes because it won worst joke of the year a couple of years ago. It's so bad. Juan. Juan Mata. Oh, God. This man is an absolute legend in real life. Like, that's what you... The thing is, if you watch my career modes, I am incredibly ruthless in my career modes. If you want to go and win the triple treble like I do so often, if you want to be competitive, you've got to be ruthless. You've got to sell players when they're overvalued, and you've got to cut dead wood and players that just aren't good. Juan Mata, as much as I love him, he's not good in career mode. He really hasn't. He isn't. He hasn't been for years. 7'5". 30 years of age, 82 overall. Juan Mata we put on the transfer list. But if no one sells him, I'm more than happy to keep him, to be honest. Let's talk to Marouane Fellaini. 78 overall, 30 years of age. I actually like Fellaini. On FIFA, he's an amazing. And Jose Mourinho uses him so well in real life as well. That every time when someone mentions Fellaini, I think of how much of a weapon and a tool he is to crack midfields. This year at the start of the year, if you didn't watch Manchester United play Real Madrid in the friendlies in the US of A, I can't recommend going watching that game again. This is what Mourinho did, right? Mourinho saw Real Madrid triple, back-to-back, whatever, Champions Leagues with Toni Kroos, Casemiro, and Modric in the midfield. Do you know what Jose Mourinho does? Just chucks Fellaini in there, disrupts the midfield, and had one of his best games I've seen. I was like, oh my God, it just clicked. It was like, that is why we have him. That is why he is just such a disruptive and unorthodox force that people don't know how to deal with him. And that's why I love him in career mode so much. Moving on to Jones now, 26 years of age, 80 overall. I don't like Jones in real life. He's too sporadic. He's too just crazy. He's got crazy legs. However, he's got a decent potential in career mode. So out of my centre-backs, he's probably the one I'm probably going to loan out if we don't get a massive offer for him. Moving on to Grant from Stoke City, 35 years of age. I'm more than happy to keep him. That's like the type of player you want. You want him to play cup runs and stuff. He's probably pretty cheap. I don't think he's on a massive wage. I quite like Grant. We're going to keep him as my second goalkeeper. Let's move on to Piera, 77 overall, 22 years of age. Now, Jose Mourinho has brought him back and is going to be keeping him this season. Will not be loaning him out. I still think Piera is not ready, and I will be loaning him out. I don't think I want to sell him because he's been at the club so long, but we will be loaning him out. Scott McTominay in the same boat. 21 years of age, 70 overall. I will be loaning out Scott. Ashley Young is quite underrated in real life. He's pretty divisive. I actually don't mind him in real life. He's quite a useful footballer, balls into the box. However, in career mode, we've got to move him on. 33 years of age. He isn't getting any younger. Chris Smalling, 81 overall, 28 years of age. Out of these three centre-backs, he's probably the better one. But if a big deal comes in for him, I'm going to sell him. Marcos Rojo, the weakest Argentinian I've ever seen with tattoos. 80 overall, 28 years of age, 6'2". His last name is Red in English. I will be selling Marcos Rojo. I don't see I can use him. I need the money. We spent a lot of money on him in real life. Sergio Romero, Argentina's number one. 31 years of age, 6'4". Brought in under the Louis van Gaal era. I will be selling and moving him on because I reckon we can get a bit of money. We've already got Grant. We could even bring in like a younger player. Matteo Darmian. It's crazy to see how far he is rocketed down in rating. 28 years of age at only 76 overall. I've got to move him on. If he was 80, I probably would have kept him, but I've got to move him on. Gribon, 19. It's too early to say. He's got some really nice positioning stats. Weak foot and skill moves as well. We'll loan him out. Now, T.F. Chong, 35 overall, 18 years of age, 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, left wing, right mid, and a center attacking midfielder. I have been banging on about this kid for years. If you guys can remember this video, about 3, maybe even 4 years ago, I did an official Manchester United signing on T.F. Chong when he signed in the Dutch league. It was from Feyenoord or might have been Ajax. I don't think it was Ajax. It was some Dutch club. Anyway, I did a squad report essentially on him, and I said, guys, you need to check this guy's Instagram out. It wasn't a big revealing. He basically said, I'm joining Manchester United, and put it on his Instagram. This guy is amazing. If you haven't seen his skill compilations when he was in the Netherlands, I can't recommend it enough. He's born I can't remember where it is. He's born off South America somewhere, one of those Dutch islands. So that's why he's got sort of Chong as his last name. But he is an amazing player. He's going to be one for the future. I love TF Chong, so I will be giving him first team opportunities this season, and he will be a definite starter in my essentially Manchester United B team, in my second team when I'm facing Premier League fixtures lower down the table. Dalot, 72 overall, 19 years of age. I guarantee you that he will rock it up in 2020. In FIFA 2020, career mode, he'll be about 80 rated. I guarantee it. 79, 78. Jose Mourinho is going to give him game time this year, and he's going to rock it up. At the moment, I'm probably going to loan him out. I think he's probably better off to do that. If not, he will be a part of the second team. Let's talk about Angel Gomez, 66 overall, 17 years of age. 4-star weak for 4-star skill moves. His height does worry me somewhat. However, that is sort of outshadowed by the fact that Nani, the former Manchester United winger, is his godfather. So, he's got some Portuguese pedigree looking after him. Mitchell as well, 21. We'll probably loan him out. I could give him a chance, but I could very well sell him as well. Wilson, 22 years of age, 66 overall. I'll be putting him on the transfer list. I don't think Wilson has a future at Manchester United. If he does crazily rocket up in stats, we could always bring him back. But he lost his chance to Marcus Rashford under the Louis van Gaal era, along with that sort of Adnan Januzaj. Maybe that's another player I want me to bring in. Williams, 19. Definitely could see myself loaning him out and keeping him. And Hamilton as well, we'll loan him out, but it's just too young. It's just too young to tell at the moment just yet. Okay, guys, so we've gone through the entire squad. I've given you my thoughts and opinions about the players. Let me know if you agree and disagree. Let me know in the comments players you would like me to sign. Let's now move on to tactics and player roles. Tactics-wise, this is new for this season. So Manchester United defensively are currently on a balanced stance. We've got a couple of options here. Pressure on heavy touch, press after losing possession, constant press, drop back, balanced. I think we should either go with a pressure on a heavy touch or press after we lose possession. I want to be. I like playing this way. I like to play high octane Gegen pressing. Essentially, or the Manchester United given the sign of the cross, they're like, no, you can't play Liverpool's way. I think that's the best way to play in FIFA. Close players down. We're going to be playing sort of like a Jurgen Klopp high-octane press. Width-wise as well, we're already quite narrow, so we can actually go out a bit. We want to have good overlapping runs for our wing-backs, our left-backs. So, I'm going to be going somewhere between maybe a 7 or an 8th on the width for our defense. Our depth as well, I don't want it to be too far down. We could even push higher up, in my opinion. Once we bring in those centre-backs, we're not going to be exposed on the counter-attack because they can really hold their own. At the moment, we're not going to be able to play with that much width, but I'd roughly like to play with a 7 or 8 as well. Offensive-wise as well, we're not going to be playing long ball football. However, that could tactically work well with our wingers. So that's definitely the second tactic I would like. Fast build-up, I think we want to go with a possession-based style. If I'm being perfectly honest. But long ball football is probably not a bad idea. Width as well, I want to be kind of higher up. Players in the box as well, we want to rocket this up to maybe all of them or 9. I want to be in the position where I've got I love to counter-attack in FIFA and I love to whip balls into the box. So if we get more players in, we're going to be able to score. Maybe even tap it down. Corners as well, we want to flood it with as many players as possible. I think mathematically we have one of the highest highest squads in the Premier League. I can't remember if that's a fact, but we could very well have the tallest squad in the Premier League by height. And we're definitely up there in Europe. Free kicks as well. So if we also sign like a PK or a Maguire as well, we definitely want to go with that. Player roles, captain-wise, Valencia if he is sold. Who should I give the captaincy to? I'm thinking maybe David De Gea, as he never left the club, even though he's had controversies in the past. Or should I give it to Paul Pogba, who did leave the club, but he's been there as a boy? Let me know. Should I give it to Paul Pogba or David De Gea? Let me know. I'm thinking either Pogs or De Gea. Okay, left free kick, Sanchez is fine. Right free kick, if we get like Dembele, and he's probably going to be going on that. Sanchez with the long. Penalties. Who is my best designated penalty kick taker? Probably Romelu Lukaku, unless Pogs is. No, Romelu Lukaku is. Even though he is, in real life, the designated penalty kick taker. So maybe we need to boost that stat up. Sanchez with the right kick as well. And we'll probably give the left one to either... Oh, God. Probably not Lingard. Probably Sanchez once more. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. I can't stress this enough. Let me know in the comments now players you would like me to sign. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already with notifications on. Go and thumbs up other people's comments so I know players to sign. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below players you would like me to sign. If you're not enjoying the series, feel free to leave a dislike. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, of course, and the bell to join the notification squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for Ultimate Team, or maybe just some games, I really do recommend checking out my affiliation link, G2A. There's some really good prices, so even just looking around, to be honest. Anyway, the Patreon Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous. With the layup, Marco Royce